diamond ring wearing, kiss stealing, wheeling dealing, limousine riding, jet flying, son of a gun, and I'm having a hard time holding these alligators.
You're talking to the Rolex wearing, diamond ring wearing, kiss stealing, wheeling dealing, limo jet flying. We Rick flaring on us, flaring on us. We Rick flaring on us. You talking to the Rolex wearing, diamond ring wearing, kiss stealing, wheeling dealing, limo jet flying. We Rick flaring on us, flaring on us. Jack, we Rick flaring on us, flaring on us. It's apparent these girls staring. I'm Rick flaring, gold across my chest. I'm fresh to death. I'm Paul Bearing, not at all scary. One eye open like Betty Wops and fine to these circles that's going in like a carry shot. Woo! I'm going in like a Mary Pop off that Mary Crop at the top flow at the Marriott. So questioning me is like questioning you. See, we the best dressed, so come and get blessed with the crew. Not one but two, different ways to slaughter your crew. Committed tat across the chest, I guess she blessed with the truth. People want to see them checks, representation of proof. Living through my elders, trying to resonate to the youth. But ain't nothing to get my flash on. Longevity is heavily embedded in my melanin. Layman terms, I last long. My grind repetitive, I'm smoother than real silk. Lyrical cash cow who can't cry over spilled milk. We in here. You're talking to the Rolex wearing, diamond ring wearing, kiss stealing, wheeling dealing, limo jet flying. We Rick flaring on us, flaring on us. We Rick flaring on us. You talking to the Rolex wearing, diamond ring wearing, kiss stealing, wheeling dealing, limo jet flying. We Rick flaring on us, flaring on us. We Rick flaring on us, flaring on us. This ain't no normal situation, this preparation with greatness. Industry full of fakeness, it's really up for the taking. See, life is what happened to you, more so how you take it. Don't get stripped of your knowledge and mentally leave you naked. I like to live otherwise. I'm sorry that I'm fresh to death. I put the polo and apologize. See, black son, we ain't nothing like them other guys. Quit to socialize, we organize, then we mobilize. Off the deep end like a scuba diver. And no confusion, just keep it pushing like Uber drivers. Woo! Business fresh just like a supervisor in a Gucci visor. Can't find a smoother rhymer. You're talking to the Rolex wearing, diamond ring wearing, kiss stealing, wheeling dealing, limo jet flying. We Rick flaring on us, flaring on us. We Rick flaring on us. You talking to the Rolex wearing, diamond ring wearing, kiss stealing, wheeling dealing, limo jet flying. We Rick flaring on us, flaring on us. We Rick flaring on us, flaring on us.
Yeah, DQ baby. Shout out that boy Nigga for that fire track. Hey, Black Sun, sun up. What's up, Vinny Vegas? What in Vegas? Yeah. Shout out Pharaoh's Kids, D-Phase, yeah, Bubba C, yeah, Rick flaring on them, Rick flaring on them, Rick flaring on them, Rick flaring, sun up, baby.
Hey, yo, Scotty, I'm back. Season 2, we here. Next level, bigger and better. Let's go.
See me letting go. I'ma lose control. I'm not afraid to fall. Watch me drink it and feel it all.
8 p.m. Monday night, so you know it's time to tune in to the Afterglow show. Shout out to Kofi and the fam, you rattlers, the football historian, the audience is pouring in at this time like Jackson State playing Grambling. Both hosts like quarterbacks but ain't scrambling. The Alcorn state of mind that I'm in got me blending in with standing out like tiger skin. Shout out to TSU and all the recruits turning down big schools for HBCUs. They changed up the scheme, so we changing the scenes. Money for our likeness is nice, but this means we gotta give it all that we got in this game. Black college grad myself, I went to pain. Pick, run, hit, or throw, that's your option. Discussing the coaches, wins, and the losses on the Afterglow.
See me letting go.
Scotty, you went crazy.
I'ma lose control.
Every Monday night at 8, super crazy. Featuring Kofi and your boy Scotty. You know what time it is. Let's. You heard me. Let's. Season 2.
Go.
Enjoy.
Woo! I keep trying to tell people ain't nobody ain't yo. I got the hottest theme song on the planet. I got the hottest theme songs on the planet. Listen, the Afterglow show could be nothing without my partner in crime. Kobe Heavyweight!
What up, what? What up, what? What up, what?
What's good, Coach? What's good, man?
What's good, man? I'm
Nothing.
good.
Hey, how you been? How was your weekend?
Oh, it was busy. Had some house guests and everything.
Whoa.
And it was cool.
Who came to the crib?
It was all good.
Who came to the crib? Hey, listen. Okay, so cat's out the bag. I was kicking it with Kofi at his people's house this weekend when I went down to FAMU, Tallahassee. Shout out to FAMU and everything like that. Oh, hold on, let me get my poster. That is signed. Hold on.
Let's go.
So I went down to FAMU fan day and got me a nice little poster.
Yes, sir. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
You know, got signed by all the greats. You know what I'm saying? I got Coach Simmons on here. I got General Hunt signed it. Xavier signed it. I think the only person that didn't sign it was Land. I think that's the only person. And Sharif. I got BJ on here. BJ signed it. You know what I'm saying? So I got a few gems on that, Jay. I got a few gems on that.
Let's go.
You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Shout out to my boy Diddy, Josh, the social media guy at FAMU. He's the GOAT, man. He's
off the chain.
He's a freaking GOAT, man. And the volleyball coach too. We met them down at
Con. Yes, sir.
Yeah, he was dope too, man. He's dope. Hey, them guys cool. Yes, McKay signed it. Okay, McKay signed it. I'm not a hater. Okay, I'm not a hater. Okay, we didn't speak to each other. We saw each other. We didn't. Hey, BJ Bowler was like, "You be hating on Rashawn." I'm like, "I don't be hating. I don't be hating on Rashawn. Ain't nobody hating on Rashawn. I just cause I like to seize it. You know what I'm saying? That's all Zaz does. I cause it like I seize it. But no, I had a good time down there. Kofi, hey, listen, man. If y'all have never seen Kofi in the kitchen, hey, that boy like Chef Emerald up in that J. I swear for God.
Better tell somebody.
Hey, listen, bro. Kobe was in that J whipping up breakfast. He looked like he worked like at an elite Waffle House. I'm trying to tell you. He had like 4 things going at once, and they all came out hot. He had the potato. Let me tell you what he made us. Every burner was on. First of all, I can't cook like that because I'll burn something. Every burner was on. Okay. He had the shrimp and grits going. He made pancakes from scratch. I didn't even notice it. Key said, "Hey, you know Kofi made that." I said, "You made it from scratch?" She's like, "Yeah." I'm like, "Damn, I'm a box man myself, ain't mama, you know what I'm saying?" He made bacon. He made eggs. He made potatoes. He made shrimp and grits, and he made sausage. I'm trying to tell you, the boy's next level.
Liz, tell somebody.
Hey, that drink was good. I couldn't even fake, bro. I didn't want to eat. I didn't want to go back for seconds.
And those
Is she saying something? I couldn't hear.
and sausage. Oh, sorry. Sorry, guys. The pancakes, the sausage, the potatoes, the grits. Okay. Well, I just wanted them to know the pancakes, though. They weren't Hungry Jack. They were not Bisquick. Okay. They were not Aunt Jemima or the Pearl, whatever she done changed her name to. They were amazing. So if there's one thing about this Rattler, he strikes in that kitchen.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Mama Hemingway.
Oh yeah, Mama Hemingway.
Listen, I think y'all need to experience her on a segment of Afterglow. I'm just gonna go put that out there. Get the lights up. Thank you.
Liz. Hey sis, love you.
Yeah, the boy cooked it from scratch. I'm trying to tell you, man. I'm telling you. It was bomb, man. It was bomb. Cook them drinks from scratch. I didn't even know you could make pancakes from scratch. That's how from the box I am. You know what I'm saying?
My people from Mississippi and South Kakalaki, so we cooked from scratch in that area. We make it happen.
Yo, I'm telling you, that boy came in that jank like Chef Emerald. It didn't have not a box, not a nothing, not a box, not a set of instructions of nothing. He came in that jank.
Look, my boy Scotty was like,
"Hey, boy, I was eating good. If anybody see, I'm gonna show y'all just how I was eating." And I showed Kofi this. I'm gonna show y'all how I was eating. So y'all understand how good it was. I'm trying to tell y'all, man, y'all don't understand. I was eating just like this. I was eating just like this. Let me share my screen real quick. I was eating so good, bro. Y'all don't even understand. This is how I was eating. That's exactly how I look. I was like, well, this is so.
Look, for all my Jaguar people that come down for the game, I got you. Just hit me up. I got you.
That's exactly a play area. I look just like that eat. I was just, I didn't know where to go. I'm trying to tell y'all, boy. I tell you, that drink was good, boy. I'm trying to tell you. Listen, Kofi. I'm telling you, Kofi can cook, man. If I can't do nothing else, Kofi can cook. That boy, yeah, he legit. Hey, let's get to today's show, man. We got a lot to get into, but I just had y'all to know that Kofi different in the kitchen. Kofi is different. Kofi, let me ask a question, man.
All right.
Why are HBCU schools so sensitive and have no insiders but old alums? And this is what I mean. You know, like when you're in the NFL, you got the NFL insiders, and anybody doesn't know, this is a black Adam Scheffler is a very popular Twitter guy. You know, not Adam Scheffler, but the black Adam Scheffler.
Right.
But you know, there's no, you know, like when Blue dropped the quarterback Mage or whatever his name is going to be the starting quarterback from UNC. He probably got that from an insider or somebody from the school. Why are there not more insiders other than you know who I get my information from? Alums. Old alums, they call me up and say, "Hey, Scotty, listen to what I just heard, man. I just want to tell you." Dudes be like 60 years old talking about, "Hey, listen, man. It's crazy. Seems crazy. I heard it."
All right, no, baby, but let me tell you something, Scotty.
Yeah, I'm telling you. Now you know the starting DB messed up his lead. Yeah, Scotty. Yeah, he messed it up last week, Scotty.
Okay.
You got young kids out there that can be NFL reporters and stuff like that, but at the end of the day, why do HBCUs not have their own insiders other than alums?
Because it's about relationship. So your older alums have a pattern of giving money to the program, so they have access. Your younger people are still kind of like finding their way until they get around the athletic department. You get a young journalist that's trying to connect. And some of them, you know, quite frankly, have been a little, I want to say, reckless with stuff. So coaches are a little bit apprehensive about just handing off information just to anybody. But it's basically because the older alums basically have access. Like if you come to a FAMU practice, they have a whole fence. The fence is called the Fence Club, and they give money to the program. So the Fence Club is out there. Then you got the 220 Club people that's out there. Then you got, you know, the other people that's just, you know, just driving by, you know, just check out practice, et cetera, et cetera. So the older alums don't have nothing better to do, but you know, that's their way out the house to, you know, to kind of like do stuff. But they also establish relationships with the coaches so that they can get that information.
Okay, because I just thought about that. I was like, man, most of my information come from guys over 40 easily.
Absolutely.
You know,
Because you don't value, you know, like the younger gens are on the younger gens are on the set, they at the bookstore, they watching booty, you know, they doing all kind of little stuff like that, you know. But the older generation is out there every day. When I say every day, every day. Religion. Defense Club is straight up. And all HBCUs have a street committee. All HBCUs have a street committee.
That's funny.
It's the NNN, the Negro News Network. All of them have it.
That's facts.
It's legit. When it comes through the NNN,
it's fact.
True.
It's fact. You might as well just take it to the bank.
Take it to the bank.
I will take it to the bank. I like that. Let me see something real quick. Yeah, so I that was just something I thought about. I was like, why is the news coming different for HBCUs? You know what I'm saying? You gotta hear from somebody, heard it from somebody. You know what I'm saying? It's always as the military say, the private news network. You know what I'm saying? Gotta get it through. But the NNN, the
Negro News Network be off the chain. I'm trying to tell you, Negro News, they be on it. They don't miss a beat. It be true. It be factual. It have details. And let a woman be the reporter on the NNN News. And bruh, I am telling you, she's going to have the rooter to the tutor of everything. Now, the old men, they might miss a drop. They're going to give you the facts. They're just going to zero in. But listen, you let the women that's connected to the NNN tell you some stuff that's going on, they're going to tell you what they had on. And they escorted Courtney. Child, they escorted Courtney off the goddamn, off the cabin. They had him in handcuffs, honey. He had on a white shirt with a green tie and a black suit, child. They escorted him to the car, honey. They threw him in there, child. They threw him in there. Girl, they threw him in there so fast. It was a mess.
Oh, boy, you stupid.
Oh, God.
Oh, boy, you stupid. Oh, boy, you dumb. That was funny. I needed that laugh. Boy, you stupid. They threw him in there, honey.
Child, they took his wig off, honey, and everything. He was trying to fight back, and they slammed him into the car.
Man.
By the way, that's a made-up story for all of you Courtney fans that's out there. I just made that up on the fly to kind of give you details of what it's like. Right.
Oh, man. Hey, listen. So, shout out to Swag and the Fool. They came out with the defense.
Yes, sir.
Defense won. All right. So, Kofi, I'm gonna make sure I write these numbers down because last time you did $12. All right, it's only 10.
Look, bro, I didn't understand it, but now I got it.
Okay, I do want to make sure I got my paper though. I got my paper and my pen, so it's on you. Go ahead, give me your defense of your defense with $10. Okay, $10.
I want to go with Dumas, but I'm gonna go with. I gotta have that front tight though. All right, give me Dumas.
That's 3.
Anderson.
Okay, Sandata. Got you. That's 1.
Miller.
All right, that's 1.
Davis and Bowler.
Davis and hold on.
No. What's that one on the end? What's his name?
4. That's 4 or 5.
No. Him and Crab. What's his name?
Craig?
Yeah. I want him and then Bowler.
Okay, so Craig and then Bowler. So that's 6. That's 9. So you only spent $9.
There we go.
You know what? I wanted to say that. I thought that was it. Listen. How does somebody who hasn't played? Listen, Bubba has not. Now, granted, he's a bad boy. All right. You don't see too many white boys on here, but that's a bad one. Okay. If anything, he should be worth $1 because he ain't been playing. Bubba been hurt since spring. Okay, you know what I'm saying? He gotta like, what's the dude from the Miami Heat that ain't played? Udonis Haslem. He like Udonis Haslem. He just on the team. You know what I'm saying? I'm just here. Like Jesus Christ. So facts. That was just that's a travesty. Okay, $1 for Aubrey Miller is a travesty. I'm just gonna say that right now. All right, start it up. I gotta go with my boy Dumas. All right, got to go with my boy Dumas. I'm going same thing because I told you Sandata's going to have a better year than Land. So I'm going with Sandata. I got to go with Miller. That's just too much value for $1 right there. I'm gonna go Urshad, and I'm gonna go Nugget. That I think if Nuggets on my team, I'm gonna use him a lot differently than they do at Jackson State. So what am I at? 4, 7, 8, 9. I use $9. So I'm going Nugget, Davis, Miller, Anderson. Honestly, I could have went 1-1-1-1. Devontae, Anderson, and Miller are all great picks. I mean, Devontae Davis,
right.
You know what I'm saying? But you got to go with Dumas. I mean, it just doesn't make sense. You got to start.
Right. You got to have Dumas.
Yeah, you got to absolutely
have Dumas.
Shout out to Swagger the Fool, man. Doing another one.
Man, that was off chain, man.
The only
I like that.
critique is the fact that y'all got Aubrey Miller at $1. I mean, that's a freaking
fool. I'm swagging the fool. I'm swagging the fool.
Yeah, that's just a travesty.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Miller at $1. All right, so there's some new news. JSU and P Valley coming to a game near you. So Dion has invited the P Valley crew. I believe they have accepted. I believe they will also be at the Grambling game. How do you feel about this, Kof?
It's a part of the culture. I think that you have to be sensitive enough, to what people are watching, what people want to see. Bring them out. It's based in Mississippi. Well, the show is it's about Mississippi, basically the Delta. If anybody should have Mississippi Valley, because they don't have nobody come to their games anyway. But but for Jackson State to do it, I think it's great. And that helps the show, and hopefully it'll help JSU.
I thought that's a dope idea, like having it in the Delta, because they always talk about the Delta on the show,
right?
Part of Chickalisa, Mississippi. So I mean, I think that would have been dope to have it at Valley. Nobody really wants to go to Valley like that, but it is in the Delta technically, so you would want to do it. I like it. I do. It's just I don't know, man. I think the issue that I have with this is that
the show's content is questionable.
I don't care about that. You know what I'm saying? Because you got enough girls shaking their butt on campus. It's not, you know what I'm saying? Like all the twerking. My thing is there's more important things than this. Like that's the thing that bothers me with Dion, is that you don't raise your voice you don't talk about stuff that really impacts. You know what I'm saying? You talk about the jerseys and the name on the jersey, and you talk about all this other stuff, and we can't do this for our kids, but Valley, the P Valley doesn't really do anything for you. You know what I'm saying? It might.
Right.
It might.
The people, and I agree. The people that's gonna come to the Jackson State game are coming anyway. They're not coming because of P Valley. You
know what I'm saying? So it's just stuff like that to me that I think it's great to be in flame with the culture, so to speak. But I just think there's a lot of things that he can lend his voice to, that, i.e., this horrible HBCU Go deal that he has not talked about, okay? But we ain't gonna get there. We ain't gonna go there. But you know what? Listen, if you want to lose in front of P Valley, all fine. Don't really care. If you want to lose in front of Clifford and Lil Murder, I don't really care. But let me ask this: could you play a Gary character? And that's for everybody. I want anybody could you play a gay character in a movie, in a TV show? That is a yes or a no. And if they were paying you $1 million per episode, I even go even further. If they was paying $1 million per episode, could you play a gay character?
Yes, ma'am. I could do it.
Kissing and all? That's a gay character. Don't act. No, you can't pick it.
Yeah.
You want to be.
For $1 million an episode, absolutely.
Hell to it ain't enough money in the world, boy. It ain't enough money in the world to get me to kiss another man. Hell no. What?
$1 million?
It's not enough money in the world, Cole. I gotta explain that to my kids, my friend. Hell no. No. And I'm the kind of guy, like, I don't really be caring about what people think about me and stuff like that. But that's just, as a man, I just couldn't do that.
He couldn't do it.
I couldn't do it. They could be like, buddy, I'm paying you $10 million. I said, for what? It ain't to be gay. You know what I'm saying? It ain't to be gay. Like, if you watch P Valley, like that, Uncle Clifford is huge.
Uncle Clifford is like a whole different level of gay.
He's
That's a whole different level of game.
What I'm saying is he's such a man, like he's gay, but he's such a man, right? Like when Little Murder was laying on him, I'm like, that is so like this dude is big as crap, and he's laying on Little Murder, and he little, and he like, and I just all bearded up. I couldn't do it, man. I listen. They could be like, Scotty, you don't even got to kiss the dude. I still couldn't do it. Like the hugging, and then I couldn't do it. Like I would have to be like, yeah. You know, like how like when men dap up, you know what I'm saying, dog. You know, I couldn't do it, bro. Nah, I couldn't do it. Nah, not me. All right. Listen, I just everybody in there like, hell nah. But it's just different, man. It's different. And he married, and Lil Murder married. Like, how would I can't. That's Key told me. I asked Key, I said, Key, you know, it's acting my ass. All right. So, I asked Key, I said, Key, could you play a gay character? She was like, no. I said, could you date somebody who played a gay character? She was like, nah. She's like, because you gotta be
in that character.
You gotta be in the character. So it's how you look at somebody, it's how you know what I'm saying? Like, she's like, I just couldn't because that's just too. She's like, it just takes too much to be in that character that I would believe that you gay. Like, that's what she told me. So I was like, I agree. So that's just my opinion. But anyway, moving on. How do you like the mindset compared to other coaches, Kofi? When, you know, your boy Willie, he says, this isn't a money game. This is a get money game.
Hey, yeah. You know, you need to be going out there and trying to win. And I think Coach Simmons understands that we have a squad that is capable. This is an FBS defense legitimately. Our special teams are FBS level in terms of skill. Now, what it's going to come down to is trench play. So you want your guys going in believing that they have the opportunity to win. Otherwise, that's really how you get injured. You know, that's really how you get hurt when you don't have your players with the mindset of going out there and playing fast and physical and doing what they need to do. It's an opportunity for NFL scouts. There's not a whole lot of games on this weekend. So you got an opportunity for NFL scouts to watch you play and give your very best effort. It's your time to shine.
Absolutely. I mean, this is my thing, right? You can't. There has been too many instances where players have gotten on teams' radars by how they've played in these type of games. Like, to go in with the mindset of, oh, we're not supposed to win. Oh, we're not supposed to this. Listen, man, I'll be like Julius off of Remember the Titans. I'm going to get mine, okay? You want me to kill my team?
Yeah, I mean, for the team. And the team is the team. You know, coaches always trying to find the edge. What is the statement that I can make to get my players to hear me? These guys that are playing for FAMU now understand that they have a real chance to get to the next level. Many of them, not all of them, but many of them do. And this is an opportunity to get on the radar. One of the things that Coach KJ Black said when they were talking about FAMU was like, hey, that's that team with the receivers that were basically quick and getting open on you at the UCF game.
Yeah.
We watched that game. So the NFL teams are watching how you do against prime competition. This is your opportunity to set your future up for generations.
Absolutely. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to say this very clearly. Isaiah Lynn, this has to be his moneymaker. I'm not saying that he's not going. I'm not saying he's not going to show up and show out in the SWAC. I'm not saying that. But what people fail to realize is, you know, when you want to compare to a James Houston had 4 years of tape at Florida. So they already knew he could play at Florida. But then when he went down and dominated the way he did at the SWAC, it confirmed, you know, oh, this kid is legit. So for me, with Isaiah, this is the time where you want, listen, he doesn't have to have 5 sacks against North Carolina. If he had 2 sacks, 1 sack, 3 hurries, you know, he looks like he's setting the edge, he's pushing the pocket. He cannot have a Southeast Louisiana game again. He cannot afford in this game to even remotely look like what he did at Southeast Louisiana. All right, that has to be a blimp on the. You know what? My foot hurt. I didn't eat my marshmallows that day. It got to be some type of excuse. He needs to show up and show out in this game, and then to back that up with another game at Jackson State, I think will be absolutely. I mean, write his ticket. You know what I'm saying? Give him his check right now because he's going to get drafted. So, I'm really excited to see what this is, and I'm sad that some coaches, Dion, that won't allow their team to. That won't allow their team to step up and see what they look like against the big boys. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, to each his own. Everybody runs their...
I get Dion's approach. At this point, though, you know, they should at least be playing North Alabama. You know, they are playing, to their credit, they are playing Campbell. But North Alabama's a closer team. You know, they could be playing Southeastern Louisiana too.
Absolutely. They could be playing McNeese. They could be playing Southeastern.
McNeese.
I don't want
Nichols.
I want to see top 15. I want to see a top 15 team. You know, everybody says North Dakota State, take North Dakota State out. I want to see a Stephen F. Austin. That's down the street.
Central Arkansas.
Central
Tennessee
Arkansas.
Tech.
Come on, man. Like, it's stuff out here.
You know, but to their credit, their schedule is tough enough. Like, people are tripping. And when I say that, that Tennessee State game is not going to be easy.
Oh, it's not. Yeah, that Tennessee State game.
That's going to be a legit game. And the Campbell game is going to be a legit game.
Yeah.
Out of conference. You know, it's not like they're playing a bunch of cupcakes. But obviously, at this point, like back in the 80s, you know, FAMU would play. We played Georgia Southern on a yearly basis in Jacksonville. So that gave people a gauge of how good Georgia Southern was, or how good our team was. One year we went in 1987, and we were 41-point underdogs against Georgia Southern, who was the defending national champion coming into that year. And FAMU ended up winning the game in Jacksonville. Now, the next year, Georgia Southern came back with Irk Russell, and they kicked us to sleep. But but we won that year. And in 92, we went up to Statesboro and beat them. So that was an opportunity for us to, you know, for you to really showcase, you know, the program and where we were. It's an opportunity for you for other scouts, of course, to actually look at your players and see what you have on the table.
I like it. You know, I just think that, you know, with kids going down, like kids transferring down and more talent coming to HBCUs, I think they want the challenge. And it doesn't have to be FBS all the time. You know what I'm saying? I think a top 15 challenge is okay. I think a lower level FBS, you know, if that's where or group of 5, you know, if that's where you want to take it, is okay. But I just think with the talent that is coming in, if the coaching is where it's supposed to be, I believe that those games are winnable. I really do believe that. All right, let's get into these SWAC standings. All right, let me get my banner going right here. Oh, shoot. Let's get into these SWAC standings. I did mine. I'm going to put yours up first. All right, your East standings. Let them know, Kofi. Break it down.
I got Jackson State number 1. They're the defending champs, so I'm going to put them up top. They got everybody returning.
Hold on. This is like for the end of the year. This is supposed to be the end of the year standings.
Oh.
But I'm gonna let you revamp, because I know I'm like, but go ahead. This is supposed to be your end of the year standings. Like, who you think, how everything's gonna finish out.
Okay. I'm gonna switch JSU and FAMU at the top. And I'm gonna put FAMU up top, and I'm gonna put J State at 3. Everybody else is basically gonna remain the same. I think Alabama A&M is going to have a banner year 2. Put them at 2.
So you went FAM at 1, A&M at 2, Jackson State at 3.
Yep.
Oh,
They're
wow.
gonna have 2 losses.
And you think A&M's not?
A&M's gonna have 2.
So
Cookman is the X factor this year. They're gonna get a couple of people, as is Valley, as is Bama State. It's gonna be a mess.
Hold on, I'm confused. Okay, hold on. Okay, I'm confused.
I'm switching FAMU and Jackson State.
I get that. I get that. Okay. Who do you have Jackson State losing to if you giving them 2 losses? Because A&M and Jackson State play. So clearly you got A&M beating Jackson State because they play this year.
Yeah, it's in Mobile.
Yeah, I know that.
You know, if it were in
the Vet,
if it were in Jackson, if it were in the Vet, I would outright pick Jackson State. And I think because of the way that Alabama A&M lost that game last year, it's going to be a mess. Now, the thing is, I'm not sure about A&M's QB. That is the only thing that would keep me from picking them, you know, to straight up win the conference. But I'm willing to put A&M at 2.
Oh, wow. Okay. So that means Jackson State's going to have 3 losses.
Yeah, they going. I'm going to say at least 2. I'm going to say 2.
Okay. All right. Okay. Well, this is mine. And I got to take the blame for that. I thought when I saw it, I didn't really realize what he said to me when he texted to me. But this is my list. Number 1, FAMU. Jackson State number 2. Bethune number 3. A&M number 4. Alabama State just last. I don't know how else you want to put that. And I think Valley could be. I really believe A&M might be 5th, and Valley could be 4th. I really think the loss of Akil Glass is really going to affect them. I don't know how they're going to bounce back with that mentality of just because, you know, when you lose a great quarterback, you know, sometimes it could be like, well, Akil would have made that throw. Akil, you know what I'm saying? You can have a lot of those residual effects from Akil, and I don't think that, you know, A&M is there yet, just as a whole team. But I think Cookman is going. Man, listen, I don't know what it is about Cookman. I just have a feeling that them Bamas are coming to play.
They didn't have, you know, in all fairness to them last year, they didn't have a spring football. They barely had a fall camp, you know, they had no access to train the way that they normally would train and do the things that they normally would do. Not to mention that they had, you know, new QBs coming in, and they had a couple of games that were winnable. The Bama State game, even though Bama State beat them pretty good, there were moments in that game that Cookman had their chances. They just didn't do it. And definitely the Alabama A&M game was a game that they could have won outright. So I believe Cookman's going to be in the mix in a big way in the East.
Absolutely. All right. I think your SWAC West is a little bit better than what your East was. All right. Let me hit us with your West.
I got Southern, Alcorn, Prairie View, Texas Southern, followed by Grambling and UAPB.
Now, let me ask you this. Is this what you think the end of the year is going to look like?
I think the end of the year is going to look like this.
Okay. I highly disagree with this. And this is what I'm saying, because listen, PV is not sniffing top nothing, okay? And I don't know what PV, I don't know why PV think they're gonna be doing something this year. They're gonna be doing nothing. 1, 2, 3 Cancun, okay? Like, stop playing with us. The thing for me is I just don't know what Alcorn is gonna look like. I really just don't know. I mean, it's only so much I can give credit to just having Coach McNair being there and how much, you know, he had. Listen, his credit score is like 890, okay? And I think that's why a lot of people put Alcorn this year in 2nd or 3rd, because his credit score is so high.
You have to give credit to teams that know how to win games. I know people look at it like, oh my God, like, what are they going to do? They don't have the superstars that they had, but they know how to win games. 0-80 on the 80.
Oh my goodness, man. That's funny. I agree with you, but this is the type of thing to me, right? Like Alcorn, like you like, man, your credit score is so high. But then when you look at what's on it, you be like, you ain't really got nothing on here. Like it's just a whole. Now, don't get me wrong, 6 championships, that matters. Like you can't take that away. 6 straight championships, cannot take that away. But I just think with the revamping of everything and the influx of talent, I just haven't seen what Alcorn has done. And I'm really excited to see what they look like. I really am. But Grambling and Texas Southern, I think you're being a little disingenuous to Grambling. I think they built a solid team. I think they're going to be a run-first team, and they're going to play action and RPO you to death. I'll tell you this. That Grambling and Jackson State game is probably going to be epic, but I can probably guarantee you right now Grambling will run the ball 30 times.
If they look to win, they need to do so. Let me look at this.
Grambling will run the ball 30 times in that game.
I'm pulling up Grambling's schedule. Hopefully. But they open up. Who's their first game? Oh, they play Arkansas State.
Yeah.
All right. That's going to be a physical game. Then they've got Northwestern State. That's going to be another physical game. Then they got Jackson State followed by Cookman.
I think the Cookman game. I think that Cookman game. Where's it at?
It's in Grambling.
In the hole? Yeah,
it's in the hole.
That's probably.
But the Wildcats don't care about that. They're going to play hard. If Grambling doesn't come with it, Cookman's not afraid of playing on the road that.
Listen, man. I think people are really overestimating that front seven that Jackson State has. It's not the same. I need people to understand that front seven is not the same. And I promise you right now, if Grambling can establish the run the way they want to, that game is going to get very ugly really quickly.
Bruh. Then Prairie View has beaten Grambling the last 4 times. From a psychological standpoint, I know Grambling has an influx of new players, but these games the last 4 years haven't necessarily been all that close.
But you got that doesn't, to me personally, that doesn't affect a new coach and a new team. Half this team is new. Half this team has never played PV. Half the offense has never played PV.
But PV ain't gonna be scared of Grambling like they used to. I'm not saying that Grambling can't win the game. I'm not saying they're not gonna win the game, but I believe Prairie View is gonna be better than a lot of people think that they are.
Prairie View is gonna be worse than a lot of people think. They're gonna be worse than what worse than what imagine worse and then just get worser. Okay. Imagine what you think bad looks like, and PV's below that. That's where I'm at with PV. Okay, that's exactly where I'm at with PV. I'm gonna put the boys on a broomstick, probably like get swept up or something. I don't know. PV selling broomsticks because they're getting swept. All right, stop playing me. I ain't got to stop for that. All right, but let's get into these week 0 matchups, Cove. FAMU, UNC. Your thoughts? These are some of your thoughts. What are, just touch on these points.
They got to bring that Florida energy, man. They got to bring that Florida energy. Because when I was watching Florida State play those guys last year, the last couple of years, Florida State just came with the intensity, and Carolina just did not come out. They came out flat. And as a result, Florida State was making plays that they weren't making against certain teams. If you were asking just regular, just straight up, is North Carolina. North Carolina normally is a better team than Florida State. They even the last couple of years. But Florida State just brought that energy, and it looked like North Carolina was just intimidated. So FAMU has to go out there with a ton of energy, a ton of belief. They got to play. They got to play strong. They got to play physical. Run the ball. Run the freaking ball. They have to limit big plays. They can't let the dude just get out there and throw for 500 yards. They got to make him earn everything that he's got. And we got to score some points. We can't go out there and just, not put the ball in the end zone. Let's find a way to score some points, guys.
Who's starting the game? Quarterback.
Okay. More than likely, yeah.
All right. So these are my week 0 thoughts. you need to find your quarterback. In this game, coming out of this game, you need to know who your guy is. I don't care. I do not care who. No, after this game, you need to say, we're going with this guy. Good, bad, or indifferent, you need to find the guy. You got to shake the rust off, all right? You haven't played in a while. You want to come in healthy. I mean, you want to come in sharp. You know what I'm saying? Make sure you're on when you're supposed to be on. Stay healthy and compete. At the end of the day, I just want to see a team that competes, because if you can get up and get up for this game, if you can keep this game close and competitive, that's a great mindset and that's a great energy to go to. I don't believe in a lot of moral victories in football, but when you're doing stuff that's out of balance where you're not supposed to win and you lose a game by 10 points, 12 points when you're supposed to get blown out, that is a moral victory that you can take somewhere else and take it to the game and like, hey, I think we got something special here. You know what I'm saying? Especially if the game, was a couple plays away or things like that, a couple drops or anything like that. But at the end of the day, you just want to be competitive. And I think, fam, you can do that definitely with a new revamped defense. All right. Week 0 matchups with Alabama State. Here you go, Kofi. Break it down.
Bama State they have a good offensive line. Everybody's return. So they got to continue to be fast and physical. They got to be comfortable. The quarterback has to get there and get some comfortability. Get the ball to the playmakers. Don't be super complex. Get the ball to the people that can make plays. Don't turn the ball over. And, this is Coach Eddie Robinson's first game. So sometimes coaches have a tendency to be over emotional and too wordy and, just saying all kind of stuff that don't really matter. Don't overcoach. So that's my thoughts.
All right. For me, we kind of in the same boat. I say lean on your running and your defense. I've been hearing some shaky things about Demetrius Davis, so I don't know if he's ready. Yeah, I think you just need him to make a few plays. You don't need him to be the guy. You just want him to when there's a play to be made, make the play. Don't put the game on his shoulders. Push through mistakes. You're a young team. You're going to have issues. You're going to have problems that occur. All right. Don't overlook this team. All right. Like, don't come into this game. It's Howard. Okay. Because it's easy to think like that because it's Howard. All right. And then find a way to win. At the end of the day, getting the W is all that matters. Like I said, if it's 1 point, 2 points, 3 points, last second field goal, safety, it don't matter. All right. As long as you came out the W, that's all that matters at the end of the day. All right. Especially with a young team, new coach, you just want to find a way to get you guys a dub and keep the game moving. Keep it going to the next week. All right, for the Bison, what you got, Kof?
Win the line of scrimmage. Run the ball. Don't turn the ball over. And the QB just simply needs to make good QB decisions. And look, as a family, we were in the MEAC. The game that I hated the absolute most, the team that I hated losing to the most was Howard University. And it was just simply because it's like, how in the world do you lose to a team that doesn't even care about football? They don't even care. They don't care. Like, how in the world did you lose to this freaking team?
That's funny.
Oh my God. And they've got look, you think Jackson State fans and Southern University fans and Jackson State fans are aggravating? Let Howard beat you. And you will find aggravating to no end. You'll be, all over the place. You got the celebrities coming out the woodworks. Diddy gonna be posting online. Everybody just gonna be going up, man. Bama State, y'all let Howard beat y'all. I'm telling y'all now, bro.
Oh man, boy.
Look, but on the real, when Mike London had that team was very physical. They were big, they were very physical, and they had good skill people. Quietly, Howard is assembling a team that I believe is a dark horse for the MEAC title. They're going to compete.
It gets no darker than this horse. Okay, if you
look, it's a Bison for God's sake. It's a Bison.
You talk about
that's the other reason why
It's no
That's
dark.
the only reason why you can't lose to Howard. Because it's like, what in the world is the Durham Bison? Why didn't they name themselves? Why didn't they name themselves the Buffaloes or something like that? They didn't name them the Bison. Anyway, I'm telling you, Howard has a good QB. He is extremely elusive, and he's got a good arm. He's a 3-star QB coming out of high school. He's got a ton of experience. He's going to be well coached, and Howard has playmakers. And the MEAC brand of ball is going to be in your face.
Yeah, physicality.
So Bama State better be ready.
S class said Bisons are rare, just like their wins. Ooh. Burn.
Don't lose to Howard.
Burn.
Don't lose. I'm just telling you now.
This will be a great listen. Nothing would do me better joy than to see the real estate agent go down in flames at Howard. In the meeting, it would do me it would serve me no better joy than to see the Howard Bison beat Alabama State. I'd be like, see, that's what you get when you hire real estate agents.
This guy, man, I'm telling you, it's nothing worse than losing to Howard in football. Now, basketball, I could take it. Football, track, oh my God. Please don't lose to Howard.
Man, that's crazy. All right, these are my points. Establish the run, set the tone, right? Set the tone is simply, like I said, Alabama State has always been a physical team. They will always be a physical team. They are a hard-hitting team. You cannot go in there scared. You have to set the tone to say, hey, we're here to fight just as much as you're here. Because if you fold to Alabama State, they might not look great offensively, but they will punish you defensively, and then you're going to be in short fields. You're going to be kicking the ball back in your ends. It's going to be a bad game. All right, score first, and this is why my premise is that you need to score first. You want to put the pressure on a new team, with a new coach. You want to put the pressure on them and say they scored first. Dang, like. Are we good enough to come back? Are we good enough to do this? You want to score first and put the pressure on them. And then listen, Quentin Williams has to show up. I hope I'm saying his name right. I think it's Quentin something, but the quarterback has to show up. All right. He needs to be ready. He needs to be locked and ready to go in this game because he's going to have to make plays against this defense because that's what Alabama State is going to lean on pretty much probably the whole year because that's who Eddie Robinson is. He's a defensive guy. He's a linebacker. So he's focused on that defensive side of the ball. Let's see what the real estate agent is going to do.
Don't underestimate Larry Scott. This guy's coached. He coached with the Hurricanes. He was their interim coach down there. He's been in a ton of games. He's been around a lot of big programs. He knows what he's doing. The thing, just like with any other school, the thing that keeps Howard's program at the mediocre level is their administration. If they actually cared about football, I'm not talking about the fans. I'm talking about the administration. If they really, really, really cared about football, this would be a different program.
Hey, listen, Miss Griffin, that's a good point. You can't go. You don't want to start off 0-2. I don't care. You're not supposed to beat UCLA anyway. But you lose to Howard, and then you go out and lose to UCLA. You come in 0-2. Listen, that is not what you want in your life. Okay, that is not what you want in your life. So you want to be 1-1. You don't want to be 0-2. All right, you do not want to be. Call lines are open: 518-263-8124, 518-263-8124. Last but not least, Cole, your prediction. All right.
I got Alabama State winning that game 21-14.
All
but
right.
Yeah, I'm trying to tell you, Howard's going to be quite formidable. And UNC by 21.
UNC by 21. Hit Night Eye Rain. Woo, woo, woo. All right. Y'all can't do no better than that.
We could, but I mean,
South Florida by like what, 17 or something like that?
Yeah.
So that's not that bad. I think y'all can get another 17. I really do. I think y'all could.
I think we can. I think we can cover that definitely. And I think me personally, I think we have an opportunity to win the game, but we have to play really well. And it all boils down to how Coach Simmons calls that game and how we're matching up on the line of scrimmage. If we can run the ball and they stick with it, stick with it, We got an opportunity.
Like it. All right. Caller 1027 coming to you. 1027 coming to you. Hey, caller, you live. Talk to me.
How you guys doing this afternoon?
What's up, man? What's your name? Where you calling
from? This is Jermaine Robinson. I'm calling from Port Stewart.
Talk to me.
I have a question. Outside of Akil Glass and Shador Sanders, how would you phrase quarterback play in the SWAC last year?
Mediocre. It was mediocre. You had some, what's my man's name at UAPB?
Skylar Perry.
Skylar Perry was phenomenal in the spring. He was mediocre in the fall. The guy that was at Alcorn that got picked up by the Browns. I keep forgetting his name. Anyway, he was pretty decent. Southern University's QB wasn't good. Now, my man at Texas Southern, Andrew Buddy.
You already know what
Absolutely.
He was solid. Cookman's QB play was not good. Valley's QB play was not good. Bama State's QB play was not good. And Gramblin's QB play. I mean, they had how many QBs did Grambling start last year? About 5?
3.
Okay. They had 3 different starting QBs. Very inconsistent. I've already talked about Southern.
Hold on. He's trying to say something. Go ahead, man.
This brings me to my point about the standings. It's like the kid that touches the hot stove. And not Andrew Buddy. FAMU's quarterback, FAMU's multiple quarterbacks were not good. You address the situation by going and getting a kid that was really not that great. And you want people to believe that FAMU really wants to win the SWAC when what they did in the offseason at the quarterback position does not represent that.
Okay,
that was my only issue.
Hold on. My question is that did you not? They went 9-2 with bad quarterback play.
They did, and they're hoping that the athletes around the quarterback will keep them afloat through the season, and you have them beating out everybody in the SWAC.
So let me pull up the stats. All right, so Rashawn McKay was 210 for 363.
Mm-hmm.
For 2,497 yards.
It's horrible.
He only threw 4 interceptions.
Mm-hmm.
So how's that a bad year?
I'm not saying he was terrible, but I'm just saying that they could have had better options at the position.
Like
and
who?
You guys are wanting people to believe that quarterback play is going to get you where you need to go when all these teams are revamping themselves for this year in the SWAC.
But
I'm not lobbying for Jackson State either.
No, I don't care. We don't care who you're lobbying for.
I'm just asking.
We do not care who you are lobbying for, but you're not making any football sense. And the reason I'm saying you're not making any football sense because you're saying they need to get somebody better. Who do you go get better?
I don't know. That was on the.
How do you say that? He
had 22 touchdowns
here. Where if Rashawn McKay played better the first game, you beat Jackson State, You're done with it.
Absolutely.
And if Rashawn McKay plays better during the season, I'm not saying that he played terrible, but I'm saying that if he played better during the season, maybe that they're not in that situation where they have to go up against a Southern.
You're talking to a guy who stayed on Rashawn McKay and said he's not as good as he thinks, or it wasn't good for FAMU. But literally, if it's one game, literally one game messed up their whole season. Is that they played Jackson State early, then they played them late. If they played Jackson State late, if they played Jackson State later in the season, they win that game.
After 700 days off.
I completely understand what you're saying, but that is the quarterback that they chose again to run it back with again after that defense did what it did to him last year, and they're gonna sit there and say, "Let's run it back with him."
Well, bro,
you have the same type of situation. I mean, you do have this game with who is it, North Carolina or whoever, but You really think he's going to be ready to run through the SWAC again this season?
Bruh, he threw 2 touchdowns 6 times. 3 at Alabama A&M, 3 at Mississippi Valley, as bad as that game was. 2 versus Grambling, 2 at Southern, 5 at UAPB, and he threw 2 touchdowns at CLOP. He threw for 200 yards 6 times, 248 at USF.
And I'm not taking anything away from him.
You are. You are.
Different.
You are.
Yeah.
How are you not? How are you not? You just said, how are you not taking something away from somebody when you're saying, oh, he's bad, and then you're going to run it back and think they're going to win? You're taking something away from him.
I'm not saying that he's bad. I'm just saying he's not what you would need in a quarterback that's you're projecting.
He doesn't turn the ball over. He throws for touchdowns. What more do you need? And he came in off the bench and won the game in overtime against an A&T team that everybody thought was just going to be plumb out better.
But
thank you for your call. I'm not about to do this. I'm not about don't get me wrong. I am not a Rashawn McKay fan. Okay, I want to make that very clear. I am not a Rashawn McKay fan. But at the end of the day, you have to respect how he course correct the whole season. After the worst game was against Jackson State, you have to give him credit for course correcting. Now, could he have played better? Absolutely. Was there games that should have been blowouts that he made close? Valley, absolutely. I was there. I saw it with my own eyes. But at the end of the day, to go through the ups and downs and still be able to come out 9-2, you got to do something right. You got to do something right. You know what I'm saying? So. Come on, man. I don't think that was fair. That's not. Germany coming to you. Hey, calling you loud. Talk to me.
Yo, what's up, Scotty, bro? You know I'll be watching. So first off, let me say this. Defense travels. And fam, you got a defense. It travels. That's one. So let's get that out the way. Number 2, Rashawn McKay, as bad as everybody want to say he was and what he didn't turn the ball over. He scored touchdowns, and they went 9-2. He managed the game as what the coaching staff wanted him to do.
Absolutely.
So therefore, they won games, and they got a defense behind him, so he don't have to do much. So he didn't have a bad season at all, by any means. You know what I'm saying? So they can go and stop that whole Rashawn McKay. Yeah, he could have played better. Yeah, I get all that. But, dude, great game manager. He's the FAMU is the 49ers of the SWAC. Put it that way.
That's not a bad comparison. That's not a bad comparison. I'll give you that. You know what I'm saying? I like that. I mean, I think they're like the 2019 Cowboys, you know, when Dak was a rookie and they had Zeke.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And you didn't ask Dak to do much of nothing. Okay, you just, hey, bro. Hand it to Zeke and get out the way. That's what it should have been. Hand it to Bishop Bonnet and get out the way. You know what I'm saying?
Ravens.
Yeah, that's fast. Bishop Bonnet was a dog. Like he should have had in that Jackson State game, as bad as they played, they didn't play bad because the defense showed up. But as close as that game was, I would run it back with Rashawn McKay. It was 7-6. It was 7-6.
Here's the deal. Rashawn came in that game against Jackson State, and he looked like a quarterback who had not seen a defense and had not played a game in 700 days. He looked like that.
That is true.
He did. And so everybody, when they refer to Rashawn McKay, a lot of people just remember the Jackson State game, and they don't see any of the good that he's done because they remember him getting his block knocked off at the Jackson State game.
Hey man, that boy was seeing ghosts. I can't lie. That boy.
Okay, yeah. That game.
He's a fighter, and he's going to be a different Rashawn McKay this year.
Like you said, Kofi, that's a testament to the 600+ days of not playing football.
Absolutely. Yeah.
So that's not a fault on him. They didn't.
And not seeing Jackson State's defense. The defense that Jackson State came in with the fall was totally different from what they came in with the spring. Absolutely. They had no film on Jackson State.
So absolutely. So I'll say this.
Yeah,
I'll say this.
I agree with y'all.
I'll say this. You know, I hope Willie. You know, listen. Willie can't come in with that same mindset. You have to. listen, and this is the thing I had an issue with. I felt like after the second quarter, after halftime, you either go max protect to let Rashawn McKay actually read something, or you got to get rid of Rashawn. I'm just saying in that game. In that game, he either should have max protect for Rashawn so he could read the field, give him two reads or whatever. Hey, if it's there, if it's not, run. You know what I'm saying? Or throw it away. Do that or take him out and put somebody in. Because honestly, if they would have put that little who started in the fourth quarter,
Maritovic.
Hey, if Maritovic would have played in the third quarter, they win that game.
What did you call that QB?
Merkovich. I thought it was Merkovich.
Maritovic.
Yeah, Maritovic. But hey, man. Hey, Jeremy, I appreciate the call as always.
Hey, appreciate it, bro. Appreciate it. Keep doing what you're doing, bro.
Appreciate it.
Junior!
Yeah. Hey,
Maritovic.
Hey, Junior, he's not on the, he's not, you don't scream for Junior. Nobody, he hasn't done anything.
Junior!
He hasn't done anything. Let me see. I'm gonna go. My boy Bridges, you up next. What's up, man? You live?
Yo, hey, Cole, hey, that's for all South Carolina people can whip it in the kitchen. Just know, we grew up like that. We just grew up like that, Kofi. I already know what you're talking about.
He's from Mississippi. What are you talking about?
South Kakalaki, but keep going.
Oh, he got family from South Kakalaki. Got it.
Yeah.
I was born in Columbia, but keep going.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry to hear.
Okay. But yeah, I don't know why people were trying to hate on Rashawn McKay. Rashawn McKay is like Ryan Tannehill when he was playing for the Dolphins. He can either win you the game at good times or he can lose you the game at good times. But at the end of the day, he will get you some stats.
I want to be very clear. I want you to name a QB that carried their team. Name a QB last year in the SWAC that carried their team.
Akil.
Akil. Yeah, Akil.
That's it. And other than Andrew Body, those are the only two guys that if they did not show up to play, they lose. Point blank, period. If Andrew Body doesn't show up to play, if Glass don't show, especially Glass, and it was really bad for Glass. Glass had to throw for like 400 yards just to be in the game. You know what I'm saying? So
and he had to run.
You see what I'm saying? So it's not a lot of guys are game managers. That's just part of, you know what I'm saying? It's just how good of a game manager you are and how you're not. But it's not many guys out there in the SWAC that literally was like, yo, I'm going to put the team on my back. And if I don't come to play, we not winning this game. It's not many quarterbacks that were like that. You know what I'm saying? So it's come on, man. It's crazy.
Yeah. So people again, you hate on you might hate on McKay, but McKay is our Trent Dilfer. McKay is our Brad Johnson. Okay.
That's a good comp.
That's who he is. You know, we've got an elite defense, and he does not have to get out there and throw for 450 yards to win the game. You know, he can get out there and be the statistician. We've got good skill people. If he can just get them the ball and distribute the ball and not turn the ball over, we stand a good chance to win the game. And that's the end.
To be honest, last year they remind me of the Ravens. They had the defense carried that whole team. Literally, defense carried that whole team. Joe Flacco did what he needed to do, get the ball down the field, and let the running backs and wide receivers do their thing. Like, go run a 60-yard touchdown to Xavier. Pitch out to a Bishop Bonnet, go back out for 20, 40 yards. Like, literally, everybody else did their job. They overdid their job. They'll make McKay look good. And literally, McKay was like, all I just need to do is just complete this pass. That's all I got to do. Complete this pass and the next play. All I got to do is complete this pass. That's what his job was. Every time he comes on the line, let me make sure I do this right.
Yeah.
And he did. So, but North Carolina, I think is going to be a big test. I think both quarterbacks are going to play regardless. And
you're gonna see all three.
Yeah,
you're gonna see three quarterbacks in this game.
Going to be top.
All right,
just know while Yeah, I was just saying, just know you're gonna see 3 quarterbacks at that game, but I'm out.
All right, boy. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Listen, man, I don't know why. Just something in my spirit is just telling me Musa needs to be the starting quarterback. Just something in my spirit is just telling me that. JB, you next. Coming to you. Hey, caller, you live. Talk to me.
Gentlemen, how y'all doing this evening?
Good. How you doing, JB?
Great.
I can't believe this, but I'm actually going to jump on the defend Rashawn McKay bandwagon. Now, let me say like this, right? And Kofi, you can appreciate this one. Is he an O.T. Sampson? No. Is he a Pat Bonner? No. Is he a Juwan Sider? Hell no. He's not any of those QBs. But he did what he was supposed to do. He's a game manager. That doesn't mean he sucks. That just means that he's functioning within his role. And that's all he was supposed to do. Now, of course, they want to keep bringing up the Southeast Louisiana game and whatnot. That's on the coach for putting him in the position where he had no business being in the first damn place. So that's not on McKay for that game. McKay was asked to do something that's not within his skill set. And everyone who saw that game knew that. Mm-hmm. So that's nothing to hit on that. That's number one. Number two, Kofi, you couldn't have been any more correct about Howard and them not giving a shit about athletics. If they donated a fraction or like spent a fraction of what their endowment is, like any other monies are on athletics, you're 1,000% correct. They would be untouchable from athletics perspective.
Yeah, and they're about to mess around, and Morgan State's going to be running the MEAC in a couple of years because Buddy Pugh is supposed to be retiring, and it's going to be a wrap.
Exactly. It's the money they're spending and also their coach, because of course, their coach is from Bowie. Bowie and Scotty, shout out to Bowie. Bowie put in some work over the years and whatnot. He's bringing that same mentality to Morgan. Look out. They're going to put some work in also. Absolutely. And the other thing is, and Kobe, I want to get your opinion on this because this goes to something we talked about on Friday. What is your opinion about the news that broke about the other Bison that Blue mentioned in his chat and Jackson last weekend?
Well, I think Dion understands where he is. He's trying to protect the brand. He wants people to continue to, quote unquote, believe. And he knows that if they play North Dakota State, people ain't gonna be believing no more. It was barely like that. I don't know if you've seen this video, but my boy Kevin Poteet was trolling the Jackson State fans, and he was going down there talking about Jackson State. Y'all still believe? Y'all believe? Y'all believe? Y'all still believe? Y'all look sad over here, boy. Do y'all believe? Y'all still believe? He was letting them have it. But if North Dakota State plays Jackson State right now, it would be North Dakota by at least 28 points. That's this year and next year.
I think Blue had it. Blue talked about what he looked like the game would be like. And I watched that game that he told me to go watch, the North Dakota and Jacksonville State game. I think about 2018, 2019, something like that. Maybe 2017. And I really see what he's talking about. They're just a very methodical team. And I'm talking about, and they got white boys that be making plays.
Bruh, it's not complex. It's not intricate. It's not some unique offense where you just look at him like, oh my God, like it's not intricate like a triple option or nothing like that. They bust you in the mouth off the ball. You can't sack their already athletic QB. They throw it to the tight end. They get 3 yards of carry. What? And they play good, fundamentally sound defense. When they hit you, you go down. The special teams are well coached. They're a good program.
Man, listen, I was just surprised how good the white boys were. I'm talking about these white boys is catching everything, okay? They throwing it up. He catching it over his shoulder. He mossing Bama. I'm like, these white boys are cold, okay? Jacksonville State, a whole team full of brothers. and they just getting worked by a whole team full of white boys. I'm like, dang, that's cold. Hey, them boys cold. Them white boys cold, bro. I can't.
And listen, people think that North Dakota State just got here. They've been winning. They won at the Division II level. They won at the NAIA level. They're winning at the FCS level. This is a traditionally strong program that is a state school that gets state support, and they're the only game in town. They know what they're doing. They've been a football machine for decades.
Anything else, JB?
No, that's all I got, man. But Kofi, keep up the good work. Scotty, I'm enjoying the new Off Script 2.0 as well. Got a chance to watch some old new videos again, looking all that good stuff, and just keep it up, man.
I appreciate it.
Let's go.
Yeah.
Love you, man.
Oh man, listen, I'm telling you, man, them North Dakota State white boys, they different,
bruh.
They different.
Listen, they have been good for an awfully long time. Like a lot of people just think that they just got here and no, they've been kicking for years.
They cold-blooded. Can't lie about that.
They know what they do.
Anonymous, I think this might be Smoke or Musa. Hey, caller, you allowed to talk to me.
Damn, Scotty, you be on point, man. It's Musa.
Hey, what's up, Musa?
Not much. What's up, Kofi?
What's up, my man?
Not much. I was just gonna say real quick, man. People, Scotty, you got a huge influence on these people, man. Because I remember last year, everybody was dogging the shit out of McKay, right?
Yeah.
And then I seen him play, and I'm like, he's not all that bad. Like, it's because comparing him to his contemporaries in the SWAC, is way worse quarterback from last year.
Oh yeah.
Than he was.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Like, so I think he did. And then I looked up the stats. He had like damn near 30 touchdowns. So I think he's a solid quarterback. And I think you got to remember that was his first year officially starting. So like when you coming into a season and you're the first year starter, you're going to make a lot of mistakes. So I think this year he's going to be a better quarterback. But my question for y'all is, out of all the teams, right? Like I'm Grambling fan. We play Arkansas State. Then you got Troy, I believe, with Alabama A&M, and they play UAPB, and then Alabama State plays UCLA, I think, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
Who do y'all think has the best chance of beating the FBS team? I'm gonna say UAPB against Oregon State, but who do y'all think has the best chance of that?
UAPB against who? Who they playing? Who?
Oregon State.
Yeah, that's a no. That's a no. That's a hell no. That's a hell no. No. That's a hell no. I would say Grambling at Arkansas State. I think that's an opportunity. If they come out and do what they're supposed to do. FBS, maybe FAMU. You know, and that's like a low. That's like a low percentage, very low percentage. I don't really, because I can't really think about anything off the top of my head right now. Just FBS games, but I think Grambling against Arkansas State. I think that's a possibility. I really do.
You're gonna really see what they have.
Yeah, but UAPB against Oregon State, sir, stop it, sir.
State defense is sorry though. Oregon State defense was sorry, and they lost a lot of guys last year.
And
I think I'm looking more so at Oregon State being weaker. But another thing is we don't know what these. It's a lot of dark horses because we yet to see them gel. Like I think even what Kofi was saying last year with FAMU, like I don't think we've seen the best defense. Actually, I got them going to celebration. Lo and behold.
Ooh.
But FAMU.
Oh, okay.
But we don't know. They were just a lot of teams are figuring out their chemistry and everything this year, so we can't really. I think this year tells a lot.
I don't care what element you put from the periodic table. There's not enough chemistry in the world that UAPB beats Oregon State. Okay, I don't care what element you take off the periodic table. Boronium, gold, sodium, beryllium. It don't matter. It's not enough. It's just not enough elements to get enough chemistry for UAPB to ever beat Oregon State. Now, I do believe Texas Southern over UNT is possible. That is possible. That is a very, 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 very winnable game. if Andrew Body plays like he did at Rice. If he plays anything he did close to Rice, they win that game.
You said UNT? Who's that? UNT?
University of North Texas.
Oh yeah, that might be a good game.
Yeah. But anything else, Musa, before I let you go?
No, that's it, man. Punching out. Y'all have a good day. Good
All right,
night.
boy. Appreciate it.
Let's go.
Man. Listen, bro. That dude can call on.
Bruh.
You need angels in the outfield for UAPB.
Look, he need resurrected. UAPB needs resurrected Jesus. With all the glory, coming with all power.
Oh my goodness, not boy. Come on, man. Stop it. Stop
Hey, yes, sir.
David, coming to you. Hey, calling you live.
What's going on, man? Hey, like I said earlier, I do see Alabama State might be losing to Howard if they don't start off fast, and if Demetrius Davis if he has a bad game. So, like I said earlier, I see this being 21. 24-17.
Sorry, bro. I'm sorry.
No, you good.
Somebody said UAPB would get dog walked by the little Giants.
Sorry, go ahead.
All right.
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, but over the weekend I was watching old North Dakota State games also, and they're basically just, to me, they're basic. But they keep within themselves. They don't beat themselves. They know what they do. They know what they're all about. They're all about running the ball and playing solid defense and get play action passes. The closest game that they did play was against Missouri State, and I think they won that game by 2 because it came down to a fourth down stop towards the goal line. So it could be even on if they would have played that state, but like I said, the trench play is always going to be that one determining factor when it comes to playing a team like that. So other than that, man, y'all having fun with the UAPB comment. Cause y'all Negroes laughing over there, man.
No, bro, these members is going in on UAPB, bro. Like, oh my God, this is so bad. I'm so sorry, but I agree with you.
Cancel show at 8:30, man. It's not what to tune in. I got a live show.
All right, man.
The have not.
Got you. Appreciate the call, though, D.
B-Fool said that UAPB needs the Avengers and Thanos. You can say what you wanna, but I'm here to stay because I'm a mean old lion. You can go where you wanna, but don't get in my way. I'm a mean old lion.
Hey man, y'all need to get off UAPB, bro. Y'all need to stop that. Okay, y'all need to stop. Okay, that's just not. I listen. I thought it was supposed to be like HBCU love up in this thing. You know what I'm saying?
They said the UAPB would be. They said they would get a 20-point head start and still lose by 50.
Boy, you Bama's is disrespectful, boy. I swear for God, you Bama's are so disrespectful.
Now I'm gonna go out on a limb. As they've got a QB that can make plays. So if Bama didn't they beat Grambling last year?
UAPB?
Yeah.
That was Grambling last year, though. But go ahead. I don't know. Maybe they did. Maybe they did.
They beat Grambling last year.
I know Andrew Body lit them boys up.
Listen.
Hit him with that 5 tubs, okay? Hit him with them 5 tubs. That's what my boy Andrew Body.
Let's go.
So that's it. You know what I'm saying? Oh man, yeah.
Last chance.
Oh man, boy, y'all stupid. Okay. Oh man, I'm done with y'all, man. I am completely and utterly done with y'all. It said everybody but A&M beat Grambling, but A&M, yeah, they got drugged. They got drugged. They definitely got drugged. But hey, Kofi, what you got going on this week? We ain't got no more callers. What you got going on this week?
Man, we got the you didn't got me calling my own show talking about bowling strikes on. When we got Coach Willie Simmons will be on this week. So it's gonna be fire.
All right.
And we got a couple of players, man, and we're gonna be previewing the game at UNC. And we got I believe we may have the OBC CEO. She may be on as well to talk about the game, talk about ticket sales, talk about what they got going. So it's gonna be a good show.
Absolutely. Mr. Campbell, let me get to him and we'll end this thing. Hey, what's up, Mr. Campbell? You live.
Bishop.
Kofi, brother Kofi, brother, sister Akila, and my young brother Scotty. The bishop had to call in because young brother, know you've had a rough week. I know the devil has been on you.
Uh-huh.
I was pulling up the Escalade, getting it washed. I had to open up a good book because of all the distress you have been going through of folks trying to mess with your bag. They got you on Off Script 2.0 like ESPN2. We can't even find you no more. The old folks are searching like they doing on their smart TV. They looking for you, but that's okay. So we're going to pray for you because we're going to find you. Because I found you. So we got 2 readings today, Scotty, that I think is appropriate to what's going on in your life. And we're proud of you, but we want you to understand these readings have meaning. So, Scotty, what you've been doing is what folks have been doing for a long time. Now, there's these 2 prophets from Long Island, New York, that spoke about these things that you've been doing. And they had a reading, and it was called Fight the Power. You've been doing, you've been fighting the power.
Yes,
now,
sir.
you get your ass kicked a little bit, but you still fighting the power.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
That's okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So with that reading, it starts off like this. We're going to change up a little bit because this is 2022. The number just to some another summer.
Uh-huh.
Oh, the funky drummer.
Yeah.
Music hitting your heart because you know I got soul. See, Scotty got soul, y'all. Even Blue got a little soul. Brothers and sisters all out there in the chat. Listen if you're missing, y'all. Swinging while I'm singing. Giving what you're getting. Knowing what I know. While the black band's sweating. See, Jack State out there sweating, fan, you getting ready for that season down there in Miami. And while the rhythm and rhymes rolling. Got to give us what we want. Scott has given us what we want. Got to give us what we need. That truth. Our freedom of speech is freedom of death. We got to fight the powers that be. Now, that's what Scott's been doing, fighting the powers that be. Now, they got his goddamn channel struck, but that's all right. We got to fight the power.
Fight!
We got to fight the power.
Fight!
We got to fight the power.
That be.
So, you know what, Scotty? We over here representing the HBCUs. Because I'm going to tell you something. The SEC was the hero the most. The SEC was the hero the most. But the SEC ain't never meant shit to me. Because you know they straight up racist. That sucker, simple and plain. Screw him and NDSU the same. Because you know why, Scotty, on this channel, we black and we proud. I'm ready and I'm hyped up. Plus I'm amped. Most of my heroes don't appear on no stamps. See, I got that goddamn Barack Obama plate that's hanging up in my house. See, that's what we do to black folks and stuff like that. Someone look back and you'll find nothing but rednecks 400 years if you check. So you know what, Scotty? They say, don't worry, be happy. That was a #1 jam. Damn, if I say you can slap me right here. Let's get this party started right, Scotty. Right. So you know what? I want you to just do one thing. Just keep fighting the power. Fighting the power.
Fight the power.
Now that's the first reading, Scotty. But with that being said, we got to be uplifting also. We got to be uplifting. So, Scott, I know you have had to carry a heavy cross this week. You're around here trying to get lawyers to help you out. You're around here trying to figure out which graphics you can post. But, Scotty, there's an old testament that I think applies right now.
Uh-huh.
And it was written by an old prophet named Bill Withers. And Scotty, that reading goes, lean on me. So Scotty, sometimes in our lives, we all have pain and we all have sorrow. Your ass got sorrow because they messing with your money. But if we are wise, we know there'll always be tomorrow, at least 90 days for your ass while you striking. So Scotty, you know what you can do for all of us to support you? You can lean on me when you're not strong. And I'll be your friend and I'll help you carry on. Because you know why? For it won't be long. I'm going to need somebody to lean on because my ass is getting old. I can't be around here chasing thick 34 and all that. I might need to be pushed around. So please swallow your pride. If you have things you need to borrow, for no one can feel those are your needs, then they won't let you show. So just call on me, brother, when you need a hand. Because you know why, Scotty? We all need somebody to lean on. So, Scotty, lean on me when you're not strong. I'll be your friend. I'll help you carry on. Because for it won't be long. You'll need somebody to lean on. So, Scotty, we here for you. We are here for you. You can lean on us. I want everybody in the chat to let all these folks know where Scotty is at. Scotty's going to put that link up 4 or 5 times. He's going to put it on Twitter. And I need y'all to support this young brother. So this brother's doing good work. He's doing good work. He's doing God's work. Now, what I do want Scott to do is stop talking about them folks so we won't have a third channel strike, and then we have to wait all the way till goddamn January to talk about some swag football. So leave them folks alone. Let's talk about the football. So that's what I want you to do. So, Scott, I wanted to give you those readings, and I wanted you to know that we are here for you to lean on us.
I thank you, Bishop.
Just wanted to say it.
I appreciate the readings. Thank you so much, Bishop. Appreciate that.
Well, there you go. Once the church open, now I got to roll on over here to Thick 44 and watch the rest of this baseball game.
All right, Bishop. Appreciate you. That boy stupid. When he hit the lean up. Oh my goodness.
Aren't you my little song first in the cafeteria?
Boy, you about to get me banned, dog. Listen, I'm already getting copyright strikes and you playing stuff like that in the background. Come on, man. You try to get my 2.0 shut down. I ain't just started.
Ain't nobody heard nothing.
Come on, man. Anyway, hey, so what am I say? Bowling Strike Zone this Wednesday. Y'all make sure to tune in 8 o'clock, correct?
Correct. 8 o'clock.
All right. Listen, Wednesday, 7 o'clock. Me, you already know my boy Blue. The round table is back. All right, we starting fresh with the round table. We're gonna be talking about week 0, other game and matchups and things like that. You already know Blue's bringing the analytics and the stats. You already know I'm bringing the commentary, and it's hot as always. It'll be simulcast on both my and Blue's channel, so you can check us out on both. All right. So listen, guys. Tomorrow, I really don't know if I'm gonna do anything. But make sure you either signed up to my Twitter or my Instagram, or you're at the number above, and I do a text out to let people know when I'm going live, especially on the new channel, all right? So listen, until next time, you know what I'm going to do. I'm going to holler. God bless.